need to make a pin as a gift for my son's best friend's mother. This is a pin you might remember. I turned it not too long ago. I really love this kit. Take a look at how delicate the filigree is on the cap, around the center band. It's got a nice clip. I love the taper at the end. It's a great kit, and it's the only one I happen to have right now. So I've decided to disassemble this pin and reuse this kit. Now, small problem, and that is I absolutely love this blank. So what I'm going to do, I've got another pin here, also in chrome. I'm going to disassemble this pin, and I'm going to reassemble this blank onto this kit. And the reason I chose this one, I've had it for many, many years. I have not been able to sell it yet. And you'll notice it's got two bands here. That's because the top blank had a little problem with it. I don't remember what that was. There is a video on it. You can go back and research and watch that. But the cap is too short. So I put a second band on here to extend the cap. So I'm going to disassemble this one. We'll put these blanks in this kit, and then we're going to turn this pink ivory blank and make a gorgeous new set of blanks for this kit. And hopefully it looks amazing, and we'll gift it to my son's best friend's mother in a very short period of time. I've got both of my pins disassembled. I didn't bother to show it on camera because you've seen me do it in a number of other videos. There were no issues. It was a very smooth process. You might notice I did leave the transmissions in both of the nib sections. The reason I did this is I'm just going to take these components and pop them back into these blanks. It was silly for me to remove a transmission that's already perfectly set for the cross refill. I did stick this section on the back of the transmission because I wanted to keep the proper orientation with the pin. So there'll be no issue there. I know the cap goes here. I know the trim ring goes here, and I can put it back together very quickly. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and reassemble this pin. I won't show that on camera either, but I will come back and show you the pin, and we'll talk about the next steps for making our pink ivory pin. I've got the pin reassembled. I'm really happy with it. Take a look at that. Perfect ejection, perfect retraction. That's why I wanted to leave the transmission. And you might ask, well, why did you leave the transmission in the other blanks that you're not going to use any longer? Wouldn't you want to use that transmission in your new pin? And the answer is, I could, but sometimes when you knock a Slimline transmission out, you can damage the brass end of it. So I went ahead and purchased a number of spare transmissions, and I'm just going to use a brand new one on this pink ivory blank. Now, the next step in this process is I need some Slimline tubes, which are 2 inches apiece. And I happen to have a 10-inch, 7mm brass tube, and I'm going to get it cut and cleaned up and ready to glue into my pink ivory blank. Got my blank squared up and on the lathe, I'm ready to turn. I've finished turning and sanding the cap blank. It mates to the bushings very nicely. We're going to put it aside for just a little bit. We're going to turn the body blank, and then we'll finish both of them at the same time. I'm ready to turn the nib blank. Hopefully this turns as nicely and as easily as the cap blank did. Take a look at that. This blank has a feature. It has a knot that I did not see in the blank before I cut it. It's going to be all right. It looks pretty good. Let me just turn this on and make sure it's good and clean. There we go. We'll let that flash off, and I'm going to put some CA on this and see if I can't make it look really nice. First coat of CA going on the blank. Look at that. Wow. That's beautiful. You always want to make sure you wipe off onto the bushings. Otherwise, you build a little ridge up at the end of your blank, and then you've got a problem. It doesn't fit or look well with the components. I'm going to put the rest of my CA on this blank, and then I'll go ahead and get the other blank finished, and we'll come back when they're ready to micromesh. I just took the blank off of the nonstick bushings. You can see the little fingernail where I wiped over the edge of the blank and onto the bushings. That's not a problem. We'll clean that up on the disc sander. I'm going to go ahead and get the other blank finished to this point, and we'll be back for the micromeshing process. I'm in the middle of the micro meshing process. I'm doing 15 seconds per pad, and we'll take a look at these blanks right before we put the wax on them. Blank looks really nice after micro meshing. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little Renaissance wax on it. We'll set it aside. We'll do the other blank, and then we'll come back and buff it, and it should look absolutely amazing. Take a look at just how incredible this blank turned out. Isn't that gorgeous? Well, I am very happy with this pen. Take a look at how gorgeous that wood is. Pink ivory, it's beautiful. Love the filigree in this one. Love the shape of the nib. The action to eject and retract the ink is really nice. I think it looks amazing. What do you think? Hello everybody, thanks for joining me today. And here it is, a gorgeous pink ivory blank on a beautiful, beautiful Slimline kit. This is my favorite Slimline kit. I think I'm gonna have to get some more of these because I just love the look of this kit. I would like to thank you for joining me in the shop for the turning of this pen. I want you to know that you are always welcome in my shop. Come back and see me again real soon and have a great evening.